Alright, let's try this again. And I did say in round one, I said that's what happens when you play Maverick. I mean, that's not even really true. Like, if Reanimator has turn 2 Grizzlebrand, that could have just happened to anybody. I mean, the thing is, this deck has the least amount of disruption possible, so it's most likely to happen to that. But, I mean, your opponent could always just have that turn 2 draw. Wow. Just feels so bad that you can't interact. Even with a reasonable keep. And yeah, I even like against an unknown deck, I kind of want to play Mother of Runes here. But against Reanimator, that's absolutely horrible. And I would just want to go get the Dried Arbor. So, what would I do against a Flooded Strand normally? Mother of Runes, Dried Arbor. Okay, well, if they were playing Rug, I mean, if they didn't have a 1-drop, then I guess we could play the Dried Arbor. Technically we bait them for the bolt, and then like get the Mother of Runes through. I don't know if that's a great argument or not. Like, I mean, there could be plenty of other decks as well. In fact, I just don't know if Mother of Runes is good against any of those decks. It's good against Merfolk, kind of. But Merfolk, like, they can really never kill it, so like it doesn't matter when you play it. Could be turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. Okay, so now we still technically don't know if this is Rug, but yeah, there's against Rug actually Scavenging Ooze is actually pretty good. But if I knew I was playing against Rug here, I would play around Daze. So it's like impossible to figure this out. I play around Daze because he has no pressure. I would love to know what a Maverick Master would do here against an unknown deck. I think it might just actually be Sylvan Library Mother of Runes. If I had Thalia, I would definitely play Thalia every matchup, unless I knew specifically that it was something else. Well, let's go with that play then. Also, Mystic would be quite good against any creature deck here, getting through Daze, but any creature deck would probably have a creature in play by turn 2. So now we know some kind of combo deck. Still can't get the ooze. I guess my play is going to be Fauna Shaman, Noble Hierarch. Or I could just get Night of the Reliquary. Probably the safest play is Night of the Reliquary. So we're gonna keep Fauna Shaman. And against a combo deck, we could just keep those cards, but I feel like those are not really that important to us. Hardcast that Daze. Yeah. I'm gonna attack. Nah, I probably shouldn't attack. This card... Actually, that's a good question. Does this card ever attack? Even against decks that have, like, virtual no removal, do you ever attack? Well, you again. I'm gonna go with the Wasteland, and then play Mystic to shuffle, Fauna Shaman, and then I'll activate Wasteland, I think. Against a... If I know I'm against Reanimator, I would actually play Kozilai Pride Mage here. Still don't know. Although, that could be actually a pretty safe assumption. Yeah, I think we would assume a Reanimator at this point. It's Legacy, so they could really be anything still. Or all kinds of things, rather. So we're going to go Kozilai Pride Mage. Actually, I might just keep... I'm going to keep the Windswept Heath. In that case, Wasteland, I think. Yeah. I can afford to have one more dead draw. And actually, if I want to keep this mana open... I guess I don't really have to Wasteland him. Yeah, here we go. This is much better. If we're finally assuming Reanimator or combo. I mean, since we know he's a combo, we can always play this Go Get Thalia. Just be a catch-all. This way we also get to shuffle on our upkeep. See a fresh card. He could Daze to tap me out. He's gonna force it. Okay. Well, Sphinx of Steel Wind. Now we know. Actually, I probably should have attacked for 2 now that we've seen the Sphinx. Yeah, I just was stuck to my Mother Runes plan. So he should be at 15 here. Actually, those small amount of points actually matter quite a bit in this matchup. Because, like, if you were to reanimate a Grizzlebrand, being at 8 is a big difference from being at 6 or 7. And he would be at 6 if you reanimated a Grizzlebrand. And I attacked. Ooh. I'm gonna... Let's see. I'm gonna attack with Kozilai Pride Mage, so... Yeah, I'm gonna take both these, actually. Or... the downside to this is actually that I want to play this instead of the Caracas, so I actually could shuffle here, but I'm still getting in for more damage this way. Could have even just played Mystic. Mystic is just incredibly irrelevant in this matchup. GT takes... If I'm playing Mystic to get GT, it takes me 6 mana before it's active, and the immediate effect is nothing, and the effect later on is just 4 damage. So yeah, I don't play Caracas because while there is a good reason to like have him play to bounce something before he ends his turn, I would rather protect it from opposing Caracas. Because I have Wasteland, I can kill his and play mine. Alright, this is it. He's going to animate dead, and I'm going to try to Pride Mage it. Triggered ability happens. Destroy. Animate dead. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Boom! I mean, I didn't even really have to make this play. I had Mother Runes, so he has to destroy this. Um, then I attack for 5. He has to trade. Or no, this guy's at 4/5, so yeah, I would just be in amazing shape. But, I mean, I'm still, obviously this is better for me. Actually, is it better? It might be worse. So if I had 2 Pride Mages... I don't know. Actually, this might be worse. I mean, clearly we're not going to lose this game anymore. He drew horribly, though. That was... He pondered, brainstormed, like, had 4 lands in play, did nothing. Like, brainstormed again. Finally, his play was to Thoughtseize himself and walk 2 Animate Deads into my Pride Mages. Like, we should probably never win that game. We just did nothing ourselves. Like, the Angel... If the Angel was something else, then I would have had to Pride Mage. Being the Angel, it could have actually just come into play. I would have still won, probably. Same plan. Let me make sure I did everything right. I'm missing something here. That one, and I forget what I did last time, but I remember this problem coming up. It actually should be the choke. The choke is pretty lackluster in this matchup. I just figured I had room the first time. Okay. Looks like a keeper. Entomb. Virtual turn 1 Grizzlebrand. Alrighty then. Meet Virtual turn 1 Caracas. Perish. Well, his hand must be pretty impressive if he's taking this long. Like, we're talking 2 Force of Wills, Brainstorm, Daze, Ponder, Fetch Land, Animate Dead. Yeah, I think discarding the second Grizzlebrand is probably safe. But the fact that he was thinking about that makes me assume he has Show and Tell. The fact that he discarded Perish, I don't know what that indicates, because that's really good. Thoughtseize, you're at 2. You will now die to Thalia. Uncounterable. I did just draw Cavern of Souls. Huh, he took swords. Oh. So he's going to now Animate Dead. Grizzlebrand. I'm going to... Oh, man. Oh, Careful Study? Oh, that's a good sign for me. Yeah, my only chance if you Animate Dead's there is swords playing around Daze. He has to have no Force of Will. I don't know. Yeah, he has to have no Force of Will. If he had a fetch land, though, he couldn't do that because he would go to 0 to force and fetch. Ugh. But yeah, I put him on show and tell earlier. So how are we going to play this? If I Thalia, he could just animate dead Elishnorn. Or even the Gristlebrand. If he does the Gristlebrand, I think I would probably lose. I would have to Swords it, probably get countered. Even if it doesn't get countered, then I'm dead because he has all of his life back. If I bog and get show and telled, well, it would have to be a Grizzlebrand. I mean, it would logically have to be a Grizzlebrand. Oh, well, I did Caracas to Grizzlebrand, so that is pretty logical. I feel like he has it no matter what, but wait a second, he discarded show and tell. Okay, well, still think he has one. So if you show and tell his Grizzlebrand, that means I put another Reliquary into play. That's good enough. So we play around the reanimation spell. He's probably going to complain or something that I drew bog and slow rolled him. Could have also drawn Macabre and played it. It would have been much, much better. Just play Thalia, have Macabre in hand. Yeah, I cut a Caracas from Ben Stark's sideboard, but I'm pretty sure there should be a second one. Even if I have to cut like one of the other cards for Reanimator, like Macabre, Caracas is just I don't know. Maybe I think it's better than Macabre. Like it gets around show and tell too, but the big thing is being able to tutor for it. And him destroying my copies. So we've got Careful Study, Grizzlebrand, Animate Dead, and Caracas. It's not what I wanted to see here. So I'm in trouble. I 25 cards deep with no brainstorm or with no forceful. I don't believe that's possible. So if I could resolve neither Reliquary, take 6, he could draw 7 new cards. But what does he do about this? He could find the Angel. He could find the Angel, but I think that's much better chance than him just not having Force of Will. And if he taps out, I can make a pretty sweet play next turn. Thalia plus Swords. Uncounterable Thalia. And then Swords would be also uncounterable because he has no mana to cast Daze or Force with. You're at 1. Actually, that's also something I could think about there. Because if he had to force this, he goes to 1. He goes to 7, can't draw 7 new cards. But I still have nothing I can do, actually. So this is still correct. I would have to, like, hope that I draw another Swords or Path. He shuffled. Okay, we did it. We untapped with Knight. So we're gonna have Maze. We're gonna go get a Maze. What else are we gonna do? So I no longer need to swords this yet. So I have the option of playing this or Thalia. I could get these to 7/7s pretty quickly. And then try to kill him. Pretty sure that sounds good. Thalia, yeah. Oh yeah, Thalia just gets a bounce anyway, I'm an idiot. I guess I should destroy Caracas. I don't have another one myself, but it still matters because of Thalia. It's gonna be Angel of Despair. And he's gonna have to animate that to destroy the maze. But if he does do that, oh, Sphinx. Yeah, I don't know if he came to this conclusion already. If he gets the Angel, blows up the maze, my Knights are big enough to kill him, so he has to chump block both of them. And then he has no outs, I believe. So if he gets the Sphinx, that has protection from neither Reliquary, so that could actually give him a shot. But if I still have the maze in play, I'm pretty sure it's not going to help. Because I can, once these are big enough, I can attack with both, untap the one, or no. Dealt 2 and dealt by, okay. So he wouldn't gain life. So yeah, he would have to chump block both. Well, chump block one, and then nothing happens to the other one. And then I can... But then I can't maze it on the attack. So, I mean, I still crush him before he could ever come back from that. That is also... All of this is, of course, assuming the swords gets countered from Force of Will. As soon as I can cast it. So he actually gets a turn, I think. Well, I guess I can... How is this going to work? Having drawn Green Sun Zenith, that actually gives me another option here. I can get Gaddock Teague, turn off Force of Will. But he could force that. But that's fine, obviously. And then I will have enough mana to steal swords. Yep, that looks correct to me. Could get Quizali Pride Mage also. The Pride Mage play... He didn't even force. Pride Mage play doesn't give him the extra life once this resolves. And... What else does it do? Well, he'll still be able to cast Force of Will. But that's not as big of a deal anymore. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that life does matter, because then he'll be able to draw 7 cards. Putting this back in the graveyard also matters a little bit. But not as much as him drawing 7 cards. Gonna go get a plane. And we're gonna upkeep, I think. Wait, we're not going to source. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. There's no reason to wait, because then he's going to attack with both, then I have to do it. Because I do not want to... I can't let him get any life. That defeats the purpose of this. Yeah, this was the reason to wait, but... Actually, what am I thinking? It could just be swordsing the Gristlebrand. And I suppose I could do that still. Yeah, I think it'll... Like, I didn't really consider that, or destroying this on the Gristlebrand. I would rather destroy this one, but if I was swordsing something, it would be this one. Forgot to activate Knight. Don't think it matters, really. So now we can attack with both. He has to block both. We fix this one up, the one that blocks here. This dies, he gains some life. Of course, if I swords first... if I swords this... I want to swords this now because of blocking. But then we gain 7 life. I'm just going to attack. I'm going to ignore the swords. As I think I should be. Because he has to make this play. Block both. Maze my Sphinx one. Actually, yeah. That's how. Okay. I'm not even sure I had to maze this. If he blocked both, he would gain 5 extra life, but this way he just dies. Wow, that was a tough fight.